Just a few days into this new year, this legislative session, but many proposed bills have already caused heated discussions. Good evening, and I'm Sharice Gibson.
I'm Devin Bartolotta. One bill we're already seeing pushback against has to deal with books and libraries.
Some politicians are worried about children having access to books containing sexually explicit content.
But as Alyssa Curtis has learned, some opponents of this bill say this really is not about libraries, not about books. Alyssa.
Yes, a lot of discussion about this bill. Those who are against this bill and issues like it are worried this is just one step towards further attacks on minorities like the LGBTQ plus community, as well as censorship. Like you guys just said, the legislative session just started, so we're waiting to see how it'll play out at the state level. But we can just take a look at a few parishes where this is already being argued. For many kids, a library card is a fundamental step in their childhood, but soon that card may not turn as many pages. A bill proposed in the state legislature would limit kids' access to books containing, quote, sexually explicit materials. Attorney General and hopeful Governor Jeff Landry has taken up this issue in his Protecting Innocence report, which inspired the bill. In the past, he said,
"Nowhere in this report do we call for the censoring or banning of books."
But others like Representative Mandy Landry disagree.
This is clearly a censorship issue.
Mandy Landry encourages kids to go to the library and says no one is thinking of pornographic materials when they're checking out books.
I'm not worried about children at the library accessing pornographic material. I want them to go there. If they're going there, they're going with a parent or guardian or a teacher anyway. So I think this is not something to worry about. It's just meant to rile people up.
While Mandy Landry hopes it doesn't get signed into state law, it's also being taken up in parishes. This issue has most recently landed in Jefferson Parish, as at least 9 titles are being challenged. We can also look to St. Tammany Parish. St. Tammany resident and advocate Jeremy Thompson is fighting against it, but says this isn't necessarily about the library.
The library is not the issue, in my opinion. The library is the forum for yet another culture war, however you want to frame it, but it's just another example of looking for an entry point where one side of this conversation can take ground.
While AG Landry says his report that inspired the bill wasn't about LGBTQ themes,
I would say that this is certainly a debate. If you go through the report, again, that's not the issue we're here to discuss today.
as a queer person themselves, Thompson says the bill is allowing the community to be targeted.
The way it makes me feel is threatened. It makes me feel dismissed.
The final debate will be up to state and local lawmakers. I reached out to the state representatives who have authored this bill. No one was available for an interview. Devin.